Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. In this video, we're going to talk about this right here, copper. What is the best copper, in my opinion, to stack? What are the copper bars that are bringing the most money? In this video, we're going to discuss this. Happy Sunday. Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy coffee. We made it to Sunday, Christmas week, everybody. So I want to wish, if I forget, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. In this video, we're going to talk about copper. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about what I think is the best copper to buy right now, the best bars to buy that are going to hold and retain their value and go up. We're talking minted bars, everyone. We're not talking about the scrap copper tubes, rods. We're not talking about all that. We're not talking about the wire that you strip and take to the scrap yard, everybody. It is a completely different situation with minted bars that are very popular. They're becoming so popular that some are doubling and some are tripling in value. And that's what we're going to discuss. And we're going to show you the copper, the beautiful copper bars that we stack and hold. And it may take a very, very long time, but so far, the bars that SSC has stacked for quite a while now have doubled, some have tripled in value. And I would say that's a pretty good investment in copper, especially since copper is actually priced by the pound. Will copper possibly be priced in ounces at some point? I think it possibly could. There's a lot of things going on with copper right now. Strategic metals, silver strategic metals list. And guys, it is an amazing metal. It is beautiful. Is it going to make you rich right now? No, it is not. And it is a long-term hold, in my opinion, just like silver. Hold your silver, hold your gold. It's going to continue to go up in value. Copper mines take years and years and years to put into production. So with all the industrial uses for copper, there's a good chance that we could deplete a lot of copper and the values continue to rise. That is the expert's opinion, that copper will really shoot up. So minting these bars is not cheap, so it drives the price of labor, cost of materials, and everything to mint these bars. So we're going to talk about that this morning in this update, everybody. So let's talk about copper updates, and we're going to show you our copper right now, guys. Once again, everybody, we're talking about copper bars. We're going to go over basically what is the best copper to stack. We're not talking about electrical wiring. We're not talking about tubing. We're not talking about you scrapping just regular copper at the scrapyard, guys. This is so very different. This is minted copper, minted bars. The cost to produce, to store, is much more expensive than just throwing some copper wire at you. And, of course, it all costs money to make. And yeah, can you go out and just grab you a bunch of copper and scrap it? Can you keep your pre-82 pennies? Yes, you can. I have pre-82 pennies also, but I'm going to take a drink of this Happy Sunday coffee right now. I started to make the first video, everybody, and it didn't work out too well. So we're reshooting this, but that's okay. And we're having a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun talking and doing this. Great coffee. Thank you for watching, everybody. the Silver Stacker Cracker YouTube channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. So we do copper videos. We do much more on silver and gold because that's kind of what we concentrate on. But SSC, everybody knows I love beautiful copper. It's one of the most beautiful metals in the world. And not only that, it's now listed as a strategic metal along with silver, everybody. So copper will eventually be depleted, if not already. Guys, it takes years and years and years to even get a copper mine opened up. So there's millions and millions of dollars involved in opening a copper mine. But we're going to start out, let's start out with Geiger first. So I carry mainly Geiger and Germania. I do have a lot of coins in the chest right over here. That's the treasure chest for the grandkids, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful coins. And of course we have, you know, some Kennedy half dollars in there. We throw some stuff in there for the grandkids so that when they come over, they get to pick stuff out. So let's start with Geiger, everybody. So this stuff is not easy to get right now. It's very difficult to find. A lot of your big metal distributing, selling companies online are having a time getting this stuff. So we're going to talk about, here's the 5 ounces. These are the Geiger 5-ounce bars. So I bought these probably back in March, and I think I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 of these. I bought these back in March of this year. And right now, they're hard to find. They're hard to price. But I'm going to tell you what I paid for this. I couldn't find any on ATMEX or Money Metals or JM Bullion, but I'm sure they're out there. But back in March, I paid $20 a piece for these. I can tell you right now, these are probably selling online for about, I don't know, $30 maybe. But anyway, we'll go over that here shortly. So, you know, not a huge margin of value change. No, what did I say? $20? No, guys, I didn't pay $20 for these. That's a 5-ouncer. I'm thinking 10-ounce. 5-ounce bars. I'm sorry. 5-ounce bars. I paid $11 for these stinking things. I don't know where. Maybe I said that. Oh well, you know me. I'm SSC. I have a memory span of about 5 seconds. So everybody knows me by now. They know that I don't edit this stuff out because you know that I'm just a real person doing this. So having a good time. So I paid right at $11, maybe a little bit less for these. And that's for one. If you buy, you know, over, let's say 5 of these, you might get a little bit better buy. But right now, like I said, I will say this, that these are between 23, 22, $23 a piece if you can find the Geiger 5-ounce copper bar. But another beautiful copper bar. So let's move on to our 10-ounce. Now, the 10-ounce. Now we're going to get our prices right? Beautiful, big, beautiful, thick, beautiful bar. I mean, Geiger is the oldest, or if not the oldest, mint in Europe, everybody. So that's one reason why I've got this, and the stamps on them, and they're just beautiful, everybody. So right now, Money Metals, they're about $29 for a 10-ounce Geiger bar, about $29. All right, so I paid back in March for this one about $20, and then I'm going to tell you which bars that I prefer and what is the actual better value as far as a numbers increase in money on these for SSC. So about $20 for one of these, and they're about $29 on Money Metals. Cool bars. I like the I like the 10 ounce. Definitely like the 5-ounce bars. And then the kilo. Now, I'm going to say, guys, this is not my favorite bar to own in the Geiger. What I like is the bars, especially the silver bars that are encapsulated uh, in the squares. They're really cool, but very, very cool bar. And a kilo right now is about on Money Metals about the same price as what I paid for it back in March. So it's about $60, and on Money Metals where I could find it, and I paid about that for it. So really, nothing happened much on this bar as far as um, going to some of the bigger metal companies. Now I'm going to go over this real quick on the 5-ounce Geigers, 10-ounce, and kilos. We also looked at eBay because you tend to find this stuff when nobody else has it. Let me take a sip of coffee right here. Happy Sunday. You tend to find this stuff on eBay, right? So let's start with the 5-ounce on eBay. I didn't find a whole bunch of 5-ounce Geigers on eBay. But what I did find, I found an average price of about $25 a piece. Okay. So that being said, I paid about $11 for them. And of course, they're marked up on eBay because they got to make money. They got to pay eBay. Then, of course, you got to pay for shipping and everything. So about $25 for a 5-ounce Geiger on eBay. And on Geiger 10-ounce bars, the average price on a 10-ounce bar is about $37 on eBay. And of course, plus shipping. And you're going to have shipping on any of this stuff unless you find it at a local coin shop where you don't have to pay any shipping. So you're looking at about $37. And I paid right at about $20 for a 10-ounce. So pretty close to, it's a little higher on eBay naturally. Like I said, they got to make money on these things. So really, if you can find them at one of the metal companies, you're going to save quite a bit. Shipping might be a little bit higher. So it just average your numbers out. A 1 kilo on eBay is about $80. So you can buy this on Money Metals for about $60, everybody. So that'll save you $20. So the Geiger stuff is beautiful metal, but the one that you all know that is my favorite are the Germania bars. And we definitely are going to go over those. Not only are these very difficult to find, I think, in my opinion, because of supply and demand, these are by far the most popular copper bars that you can get right now. Okay, if you can get them. The Germania copper bars, they're highly polished, a absolutely beautiful, beautiful bar. And look at that security right there. So a beautiful, beautiful bar. Now, let's talk. I found this one for about $25, okay, on ATMEX. It's a 5-ounce, and but you can't get them right now. They're on pre-order status. So I have actually a couple more of these coming in on pre-order status. I think in January is when they'll come in. So if you're looking to get a 5-ounce Germania copper bar, I would say go ahead and maybe go on and pre-order some of these. A lot of the metal companies have them on alert status where you can't really even order them. But since ATMEX has them on order anyway, and they're expected to ship and received sometime in January, you can pre-order these things. So I paid for one of these. Okay, so we're looking at about $25 a piece for a beautiful Germania. I paid $11. So it's more than doubled its value. Big time. Now, when I say hold your stuff, I say hold your stuff, especially copper. You don't go sell this to a pawn shop, guys, or a scrap yard. If you go take this to a scrap yard, I don't know what you're thinking, everybody. You don't sell this stuff to a scrap yard. And don't sell it to sometimes the coin shops will give you a pretty decent price for these because they're extremely popular and they're sellable. They sell them. So it's not like gold and silver, but I think someday this will all be released in ounces. I think it will be priced in ounces. Will it be a long time? I don't know. It could be, everybody, but these things are going crazy. Here's a 10-ounce Germania bar, guys. So a 10 ounce on ATMEX right now is about 45 bucks. All right. And they don't have any, right? They had the fives, but they're out of these bars. So a 10-ounce bar, which is difficult to find on ATMEX right now, you're looking at about 45 bucks. I paid $20 for it. So that's more than doubled its value, what it cost me sometime back in March. So I feel like I made a good decision. I bought these because I thought they were so beautiful, but then I started really researching this kind of stuff. Very difficult to get. That's what drives up your price, supply and demand on stuff. And I believe copper is going to be depleted in the world. And of course, silver will skyrocket and people will turn to things like this as they continue to go up in value also. Now, let's go to the big boy. My favorite, the 1 kilo big bad boy Germania Mint bar, everybody. All you copper lovers, you stackers of copper, you know these got to be some of the prettiest bars on earth made, and that's one reason why you can't hardly find them. We'll go over that in just a second. Right now, a kilo at ATMEX, if you were to buy a kilo, you're looking at right at $110. That's 1 through 9 purchase. For one bar, about 110 bucks, guys. I paid about $69, 70 bucks, I think it was, for a kilo. And I've got 2, and I gave 1 away, and I should have never done it. I had three or 4 of these. Anyway, I should have kept them. These will be kept for all the grandkids in the future, everybody. So it's really not about me right now. It's about Mrs. SSC and the grandkids. So let's look at eBay on this stuff. So an average 5-ounce Germania bar on eBay is about $35. On ATMEX, it's about $25. So they have them on eBay, and once they're depleted, they're depleted. But the thing is if you can't find it at any of the big metal distributors, the sellers online, you'll probably find it on eBay. Somebody is wanting to get rich quick. But you're not going to really get rich quick, especially on copper. But these bars right here, if you want to sell them, all these are the ones to sell. A 10-ounce bar on eBay, everybody, is about $70 average. Are you flipping kidding me? $70 average. So, I mean, that's crazy. But these are about 45 bucks a piece on ATMEX. So that's a pretty good deal. 10 or 70 bucks a piece, I guess, if you can't find them. You know, if you can't find something and you want something, sometimes you pay more money for it, but it would take a very, very long time to make that one up. But the kilo bars right here on eBay, guys, they're averaging about $150 a piece on eBay. 150 bucks a piece, as the kilo Geiger bars are about $80 a piece. So let's move really quick. These little two ounce Geigers, they're pretty much about the same. I didn't really price them out. I think they're 11, 12, 15 bucks a piece. Very, very cool to have. They're a poured bar too. And they're a beautiful little bar. We're not talking so much about these as much as we are display. These things have gone up in, I wouldn't say really gone up in value as much as collectability. These things are so easy to get. So they want like $2.50 a piece for them. I think I paid $1 a piece for mine. So they've gone up in value also. I think some of the most beautiful bars, as we've talked before, Swamp East Bullion, as far as collections and artwork. Wow, he makes some beautiful bars. That's a kilo. And then, of course, we've got the, I can get it out of here, the 1 pounder, beautiful. And then also these little rounds. And he does a phenomenal job, guys. So if you want some beautiful copper, give him a shout. So, end result for Silver Stacker Cracker, everybody, SSC. My best investment in copper, I believe, is Germania. Germania is probably the most popular when it comes to bars. And I stack these. And I'm going to continue, and I got 2 more coming. I'm going to continue to buy this stuff. I wished I would have bought a whole lot more of this about 6, 7 months ago, but I did not. But this would be number 1. Would be Germania would be my number 1. Geiger would definitely be number 2. As far as the 5s to 10s, definitely Germania over Geiger. I love Geiger, don't get me wrong, but Germania is my number 1. Geiger would be my number 2. I would say for artwork and beauty, I'm going to say Swamp East Bullion's probably some of the most beautiful bars out there that you can find on the internet. So give him a call for sure on those. And all right, that ends it up, everybody. Beautiful copper. SSC's pick, Germania minted bars. Guys, they're not scrap. So don't comment that this is junk. I'm just telling you. I went over it. I checked the numbers. I've proved more than double our value on this. Pretty close on the Geigers, not so much on the kilo bar on the Geiger, but doubled for sure on all of the Germania stuff. So everybody have a great Sunday. SSC right here, Oklahoma, United States of America. We talked copper. We're out.